Hey, Dave from Nerdarchy here with GM Scott, Nerdarchy's Ted, Nate the Nerdarch, and
Ryan
Nerdarchy's Ryan, and we're running a
Fate Accelerated
game, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Remember, Nerdarchy for nerds by nerds.
I actually like the Neanderthal concept.
Okay, all right.
So, you're familiar with the Dresden Files at all?
Yes, somewhat,
okay.
yeah.
The lycanthropes, the guys that were actually humans but had like an animal spirit kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what was it with them,
right.
But they were basically like kind of like barbarian-ish.
Right.
Basically, they were wolves on the inside.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, so they
can
speak, but they have really kind of a primal nature.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
like
they're regular people.
If somebody hits them, they're going to hit the back.
Right.
It's not. They're not going to be like, "Hey, why did you hit me?" It's not going to.
Now, are they able to communicate fully?
Yeah, they're regular people, but they're kind of like berserkers.
They were a biker
okay.
gang who actually had animal spirits, in them, and they could exist in society, but they were the bad kind of biker gang, that's out there. They caused trouble. They lived on.
But I'm not a biker.
What is this a spoiler for? Which Dresden book is this a spoiler for? A little warning.
Yeah.
So
Full moon.
Full moon.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something strange. I mean, there's aliens, so maybe I was an aliens project and I can actually speak fluent English or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no problem at all. So
otherwise, I'm going to be like trying to pantomime things that I'm not miming. So, how are you going to do that?
You want to bring forward a Neanderthal, a guy who's very strong, right? Yeah. Strong, durable, and has been supplanted. Oh, and actually, he's going to be snatched up from the Neanderthal times, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
got it. Fine. We're good. All right. So let's build your guy. So right out of the gate, you already know your high concept. So you are going to be now. He's a Neanderthal. Mm-hmm. Was he a faithful servant of the leader? Was he a leader, or was he kind of a quiet guy who was maybe who found fire? Which of those?
I think it would be more like I mean, he's still a Neanderthal, but I'd say he's like more of a quiet guy.
Right. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Bugs on a stick, kind of. Like, figuring out.
So inquisitive. Maybe. An inquisitive
Neanderthal. Can still smash things.
Right. Absolutely. So inquisitive Neanderthal.
Okay.
All right. So that is your high concept, and I just applied that inquisitive. If you get a better word later, or something you want to put in front of that, don't hesitate.
Are you
going to
bring the lycanthropic to the fore too of that?
Yeah,
you can really make the guy the way you want. That's one of the greatest things about the game.
I don't think I'd actually shape change.
Oh,
well, that's the thing.
You can.
Go ahead. The lycanthropes from Full Moon, they didn't shape change. Yeah. They just possessed.
Well, they had fast.
Well, to put it in the White Wolf terms, they were always walking around in glabro form, right? That was the sort of little wolfish, kind of still human.
Yeah, and Neanderthals are kind of little wolfish, kind of.
Right. So you want a primal form then, right?
Yeah.
You want to, absolutely. So would you like to go with a bison or a mammoth, or what do you want that form to be based out of?
Good question.
Pterodactyl. Form of the pterodactyl.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Huh?
Saber-toothed tiger.
That's true. Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. So tiger.
Badass. Saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, that's 1,200 pounds of fury right there.
Just lay on 10 feet away.
I would put primal saber-toothed Neanderthal.
Okay.
We'll go with that for right now.
Should I write down those words? Or something?
Yes. And you're going to do it
right. Is it cool that I use a pen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Right under high concept, right here.
Okay, high concept. Yep.
So. Yeah. Now, so primal saber-toothed Neanderthal. And actually, I will handle the language issue. No problem. In fact, I already have it built in. So your trouble, okay? So a good, on the Harry Potter character, the trouble was cast now, ask questions later. So Harry, is always whipping his wand out to handle problems. Maybe use magic a little too much, that kind of stuff. So do you think this guy is he maybe more aggressive than he wants to be, or is or he had somebody else in the tribe has his woman and he's super angry about that. Think about a trouble that he has, something that might drive him, but also really causes him pain at times, right? And it could be a real problem for him.
Okay? Can I suggest the obvious one? Man out of time.
Oh,
because
he's absolutely right. Yeah.
And also, I wouldn't be in this situation had some other being not screwed with me. So
Right.
it's kind of like that.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
kind of have like a
Alien probe.
It's interesting.
Some crappy
experience is
alien race
good,
took them out of time.
but it's also kind of like, well, you made it, so I didn't have a choice,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Yeah.
kind of a little bit of like what's that? Not passive aggressive, but kind of
Yeah.
like that, like being angry at your dad or something.
Okay.
That kind of
Yeah, yeah,
mentality, like you
Yeah.
you basically made it so that I could only be this.
Right. Okay. All right. That's
So-
it's interesting. So one of the things that might be interesting is one of the things. So he has this primal saber-tooth nature, and perhaps his tribe leader actually gave too much power to the shaman, and the shaman was always kind of encouraging you guys to pursue this primal nature. While at the same time you were seeing, we're humans, so maybe you're conflicted about that. That might be a way to go. But you want to think about 2 or 3 words, some way to capture. Maybe resentment toward his tribe leader, resentment toward his primal nature. You want to see if you can capture that in 2 or 3 words. And you don't need to do it now, but you want to think about it as we go through like the next thing. And
Probably
then,
an authority issue due to that. I think.
right. So
Someone else deciding for him.
So one of the things that I'm going to do right out of the gate is for aspects is here, let me grab this real quick. You know what? Keep that one there. Get up this one. So aspects is I hate those guys. All right.
Double
So
up there.
you know what? I would put down superhuman strength.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So he is his strength is literally that of a saber tooth. Right. He would be able to. He moves faster than most humans. He hits much harder. Like he could easily, like if he punches somebody, he could easily kill them with.
Thinking like kind of they'd have like the not that they are apish, but like that like really primal ability to just move around the terrain.
Yeah.
Like those parkour guys or something.
Yeah.
Like that like idea of being able to just traverse an area.
So put down primal movement and strength.
Okay.
Primal, that's better than
where
super.
do I put that down?
So that's going to be right here under your aspect. Primal movement and strength. And actually, you can now get rid of primal here. You just put and then you have a saber-tooth Neanderthal, and then you have 2 more aspects, and you're going to see how these are invoked. That's enough to go with right now.
Okay.
You have these slots to fill in as we go, and then under stunts, I would put. So I'm gonna propose a stunt, and then you can keep this or you can change it as we go forward. But I would put +2 to best any standard human in a physical competition or a physical fight without weapons. So flat out, if you got into a fight with anybody off the street, toughest biker dude in the world right now, you would wreck him easily. Okay? All right. And then you also want to start thinking about, what other things do you want him to be able to do? Like, for instance, right out of the gate, survival is going to be very clear. He's going to be just like him. And that is a wrap, and that is Fate Accelerated. And my apologies, I don't think I've ever run a game without combat. So I'm sorry that wasn't combat, but it was...
We're okay with it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah.